Steven.
All right, let's get right at the top. A little bit of a tempo to get the blood warming up. Working out of the packet. Page 1, we're doing this, what about, I'll kick this at 74. It's about right in the middle. Just get the blood flowing here. 1, 2, number 1. 1, 2, ready? Rest, 2, 3. Okay, two things real quick on that partial. Make sure we're getting our slide out fast at the lower positions. I heard a little bit of wah, and also don't land on that. Don't plop. Yeah, just nice, easy, just no pressure. Just drop the jaw, ah, and let it fall there. Okay, starting on low B flat. 2, ready. Yeah, and I typically have to do an extra articulation on the pedal. And right then on those lowered partials you started hearing, tia, it's just lining up the tongue and the slide. And in the lower partials there's more openness in the embouchure, so we got to make sure that that air is still under control. Okay, it feels like there's a lot more happening, a lot more air flowing out, but you still got to stay in control without that. All right, number two, still doing majors. Da 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 da. 1, 2, ready. Watch your second position. You're really close to first. It almost sounds like you're doing G minor. Okay, let's do that again. I mean, yeah, it sounds like you're doing B flat to a B natural. So just really watch that second. 2, 3. Okay, yeah. What I was doing, I was actually going out to the B flat in fifth position for that. Okay, so and actually the D, the C sharp. Because just like when those,
just to keep the
slide
direction on.
Slide same position, it gets that air flowing, so you don't have to fight that back pressure when you're coming back towards this. And also just keeping in mind that that's out there.
Right.
It's also just keep in mind that that note's out there. All right, number 3. 1, 2, ready? Once again on those, you still got to stay focused all the way down and not plop on those lower, the last bottom partial. All right? Cool. On your own, number 4, keeping in mind that the start, the middle, and the end all has nice, clean articulations and cutoffs. Good. Next. Okay. Easy on the bottom ones. Refocus, third position. A little more front of the note, a little more articulation on the beginning of the note. We're getting that wah sound out of that. Hopefully you can start hearing it too. Yeah, it was going from wah, twa, twa. Now it's actually ta, ta, ta. Just like we would think as a bow of a string of a cello in the same register that we play in. Cool. All right, moving on into some flexibility. We started at 80 on this one, and now we're up to 108. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Good. Just keep the air flowing. with the top notes, start, now that they're actually popping out better, start thinking of it more open to get more air through there, because they're coming out, but now it's time to make, you know how when we started off, you know, we were going to say that they're going to start off coming out kind of puny, you know, we said we gotta capture the tiger and then tame it. So now we want to start taming it by getting a nice opener, more open sound on that higher note. As opposed to. So start even thinking more open aperture, more air, and that higher note's going to come out just as full as the bottom ones are. Okay, good, very good. Still on number, we're still at 108 on this one?
Yes.
Okay. Just stay relaxing, going down on the back part of this. 1, 2, ready? Okay. The reason why I wanted you to stop swaying is because I think we've talked about it before. Any extra motion, any extra movement, it takes away from your air. You're using other muscles which take oxygen. So that's, you know, if we can confine any extra movement to a minimal. And I know it's nice to kind of feel that groove and that sway, but here we're really trying. We want to really focus on these notes coming out nice and clear. All right, next one. We actually are still at 104, starting to spread over, and we're doing that non-held, right? All the way through. I'll do a couple of the first ones with you, together, and then I'll break off right around third position and just check out the rest of them. 1, 2, 1, 2. I screwed up. I held it. Let's do that one again. Start at the top. 2. Ready? Keep going. Sixth. Further up. Cool. Yeah.
I'm still working on that.
It's a workout, especially now that we've taken out that rest. You know.
Right.
We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna jump over this
little hump.
Yeah. We're gonna go ahead and pump that up actually to 110. Okay. To get over this hump, and I think that's gonna get that air flowing, because it still sounds like there's a lot of cracks or spaces that shouldn't be happening with the lips not vibrating.
Yeah.
Although in the first position, that nice F popped out, nice and open. Okay, so hopefully you were thinking about that, what we were saying as far as okay, your F's here.
Yeah, I lost it. I lost it towards the bottom, but I definitely was.
Well, I mean, like we said, you know, the farther out the slide position gets, the more tubing we're pushing through.
Right.
So it's going to take more air. Okay, we're going to go ahead and jump up to 110 for next week. I mean, that's with the scales. Like I was saying, you know, as long as you're getting this hand, your slide position in the right spot, the face will come along.
Right.
And if it is screwing you up, seeing a tenor clef sign, what would your idea to be?
Not put it in tenor clef.
Well, no, not necessarily that. Don't even read it.
Don't look at it. Right.
Don't look at it.
Right.
Tell me the notes of D major scale.
D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C sharp, D.
So you know the notes of the scale.
Yeah.
Okay, and you know where those notes are on your slide.
Yes.
So just break it down without the metronome, making sure that you know you can at least get those notes in the right spot. Okay, and then it'll come back. Yeah. Just like with the with your arpeggios, we're going to hit as well. You know, I said this is the week, no more cheat sheets.
No more cheat sheet.
Yeah, on that. So let's take this back down at 80, and we'll hit them together, doing the majors, and then jumping into, and then we'll get these as far as we can, and then we'll go on into the Lydians.
Yeah, the Lydians, I think it's still a little bit slower than 80.
That's fine. That's fine.
But they're coming along.
Cool.
I got them better this week than previous.
Last time we were hanging out. Go. 1, 2, ready? Again, E flat, 2, ready? Again on G, 2, ready? Again, A flat, A flat, 2, ready? Do it on your own, 2, ready, and. Cool, a little more articulation. I do like the smoothness of it, but
A little more tongue.
yeah, a little more tongue on these. If we're doing them specifically for jazz, I'd say yeah, you know, you can get some slide in there, but we want to still make these nice and smooth and good slide technique and quick slides through all of them. Moving on, what was after A flat? D flat, down. 1, 2, ready?
Yeah, it ended up wrong.
Yeah, you ended up on an A flat, yeah.
I was like,
1,
so off.
yeah, I did a note. On your own, A natural, 2, 3. You psyched yourself out.
I am.
You psyched yourself out.
I am, because I can do it.
Don't worry about if you flub a note, if you miss it, you know, getting through these scales, you know, this is where we're more focused on getting our arms in the right spots.
Okay.
Consecutive, you know, keeping the flow of it going. If you flip a note when it's happening, just like in playing in band or playing a solo, if you mess something up, it's in the past. You got to keep going. Don't let it psych you out for the rest of the exercise. An old teacher of mine, Bob Brookmeyer, the one thing I think I've mentioned this you before in lessons is if your face says, "Oh, blank,"
Right.
then you know everyone's going to know it. But if you know you have game face on, just like you poker face, you know, okay, I flubbed up the G sharp going up to the A. Doesn't matter. It's in the past. Refocus. Get all the way back down to where you're supposed to be. Let's take it at C, going down. 1, 2, ready. Again, and remember, they're not all in exactly the the same second position when they get to the G, the A natural. Okay?
Right. You gotta kind
So
of
do make some motions. If nothing else, to keep your mind in track of where you are.
Right.
Do that again. 2, 3. Again. 2 on B. Ready? Keep it on going. Up on B. 2. Ready? Alright. Back this on down. What is it? Right about there?
Yeah, we can go there.
Bum, bum, bum. Go ahead. 1, 2. Ready? Stop. Wah, wah, wah is creeping back into the sound. Consistent air. Okay? Keep on going on the E natural. 2, 3. Okay, make it all nice and smooth. Okay? Nice da articulation. Going on to G flat. 2, 3. E flat. Okay, hold on real quick. Your sound is going in this
like
crapper.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
because
focusing too much on this, or I don't know.
well,
I'm all flustered now. I ain't gonna lie.
So it needs to take a break, step back, refocus. Okay, because your sound is starting to suffer.
Mm-hmm.
You're thinking too much about what's going on there.
Text message.
You're thinking about too much of the notes and not just letting things flow through you. Okay, the sound and that air should start becoming natural. So regardless on if you're playing the right notes or this or that. It's like I've said on a desktop computer screen. If you start opening too many windows, your random access memory starts slowing down. So then one program has to suffer. So the other program, your Word documents program is going to work slower because you're watching YouTube clips and you're also listening to iTunes at the same time you're reading Wikipedia. You've got too many things going on, so some things start suffering. Same thing with this. You start focusing on the right notes, right slide positions, your air starts suffering. So we need to start getting the air flowing regardless. And it happens on these other things, okay? On the Lydians, like I've said, just slow them down, keep busting them out. Okay, I don't want to have to keep going through these because honestly they were sounding better last time we were meeting. Alright, so I don't want to beat the mule here, but keep on these, alright? Because we're going to go into the Lydians, we're in the Lydians, we're going to get to the Mixolydians, Dorians, and then we're going to get into the more jazz scales like the diminished whole tone scale, the super low Korean scales, and all of those jazz scales, which are really more hip to use in jazz solos when we start talking about that. Alrighty. Okay, and I know all this stuff is cadenza and it's supposed to be freely done. So keeping in mind, it still has to be articulated, even though it's legato, slurred all the way over. It still has to be nice articulation through the whole thing. Let's take it back after that first cadenza and just right there. Now, thinking of the form of this, obviously this is a lot like what part of the song? The very beginning. Okay, so it's got to be just as good, as your first statement of this.
Because if it's not, it's pointless.
If it's not, yeah.
Right.
Obviously in the recording studio, they were just like, cut, paste, done. No, we can't do that. We are old school musicians.
If we were so lucky.
Yeah. So, go ahead and take it back on the...
right now?
Ba-da. Yeah.
I'm going to use that G.
Yep. Okay, let's break that down real quick. That jump from the G flat to the E flat. Can you sing that interval? flat. That's it. Yeah. B, C. So what interval is that?
Major 6.
Major 6, okay? So hear that coming up, okay? Use that ear. Da, 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 da. Okay, use that knowledge that you already have of what it's supposed to sound like, okay? And you won't miss the note. Take it back to the top again. Let me say this before. I really like how you're starting to focus on dynamics, okay? I'm really, really digging that. Okay, I know we hadn't addressed it much, but I'm glad you're starting to look around the notes, not just focusing on what the notes are supposed to be, but how they're supposed to be, okay? Take it back to 32. Swing it. No.
I even said to myself, I was like, sorry, do not put any slide in there. And then
you didn't listen to yourself.
I know, it's terrible.
Because I heard,
listen to yourself.
I heard what I heard. While we're stopped on this, the first time we went through it, you were getting really blatty. You were punching the notes, okay? Way too hard. Yeah, there's accents on them. There's accents on them. Give them just a lot more weight. Without letting the tone, and not smacking it, you know, with your tongue. As opposed to... Well, not a brass band, or New Orleans style brass band for that matter. Okay, take it back. I would almost say for this B flat, play that B flat in fifth. Because you have to go back. Yep, it's gonna have a much smoother connection.
You're not fighting and going out.
And maybe give a little bit of a jaw vibrato. Ah, is what I typically do. I like it better than the slide vibrato. I think the slide vibrato should be saved more for Tommy Dorsey jazz style. Okay. You know, get it.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, just mark that in fifth position. And I think that's, I mean, already, just when you just played it right there, it came out a lot better than it did in context. Okay? Ba, 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 da, 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 dun, dun, dun. And you still got to keep that time feel flow. I still feel like through this, where we at? Right here, the time is like...
I'm kind of rushing the 16ths and like stretching those. I'm still kind of I think it was that one I was stretching.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm still doing that a little bit.
As a former drummer, snare drummer in marching band, you know that you cannot deviate from that pulse once you set it up, because you'll be playing with a piano player, and you don't want the piano player and you to be chasing each other around until you hit that pop 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 pop. So keep the time focused on it. All right, take it back from the land on the downbeat. And then subdivide. Bum, ba 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 dum.
Oh shit, I'm all off.
Same thing. You gotta still keep on tuning. A little, still too much. You gave it more of a. You kind of gave it a sforzando. Just really hit it and just hit it without like a spreading tone, and keep it strong the whole time. jump past that and work on this, getting up to that nice full F flat. Can you hear that a little bit too much in it? Okay.
Yeah.
Take a little bit. The air, just like in everything else, the air doesn't stop moving. It's just how we use our tongue on all these. And if you get too much tongue, that air is going to spread. Okay? Stop breathing in through your nose. And out.
See, I always go back down there. I'm not making
Okay.
a jump like from the
Okay.
D flat to
Before we get into that,
fix that.
way too much slurry slides in there. Okay, let's do a quick exercise real quick. Play me a nice. Let me see here. Play me that F natural, that E natural, F flat. Play it nice and solid. Okay, nice and full sound. Drop the jaw. Now play it soft as you can, soft as you can. Now play it stronger. And get it as loud as you can, slowly, loud as you can. Keep it coming. Okay, did you notice what you had to do with your embouchure as you started playing louder? A little bit of adjustment to let more air go through, okay? Once again, that E natural, play it nice and good tone, maybe mezzo forte. Soft. But still the good tone. Nice pure tone. Now get it louder, as loud as you can. Now articulate. You see how it's a loud sound and a loud articulation, but it's not a splat articulation? That's what we want up there.
Okay.
Ta 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 ta. Without smacking. Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
right.
Okay.
You don't want to punch him in the face.
You don't want to punch them in the face.
Okay.
So, when you're working, just in general, on playing loud, do this exercise, okay? Play a note nice and full without a spreaded tone, and then start giving yourself some nice articulations at that volume. Where you're not spreading the tone, it's all in control, but it's still loud and right there on it, okay? We're going to jump off this piece. I want you, this cadenza still needs a lot of work. A lot of work, okay? Other than that, it's coming along great. Refocus on getting the top part memorized,
Okay.
and lock in that back part. Just keep the air flowing. Articulation. Just go back and forth. The G to the A. Ta da da. A natural. More tongue. Slow it down. That's it.
You want it. I just did a full out tongue on that one.
Yes.
Instead of a da.
Well,
you want it more of a ta, or like a lighter ta,
a
or
light
heavier
ta.
da?
I mean, ta da, tomato, tomato.
Right.
Potato, potato. I want it full and smooth with no slur. I actually do, because where my tongue, the way my teeth are set up, most of my tonguing is done about a centimeter back from the tip. And the way I do da or legato tongue versus staccato tongue is my staccato tongue, my heavier tongue, comes from the tip. For me, and I know the legato stuff comes more from, like I said, a centimeter back from the tip of the tongue. So wherever you need to place that to make it really happen, and it's, you know, each person is different. So do that again, slow it down. Ta da da. Good. Let's take it there and keep on going.
Okay.
Much better, much better. Same thing. Don't get lazy. Don't rush.
What is that?
Take it the last da da da, getting to the last phrase.
Can I hear an A real quick? The A.
C to A.
Again.
Hey,
They're all over. They're all
it's
over.
a major NBC thing. Wow, they're all over the place. Okay? And that's actually an inversion, which we'll eventually get into with the arpeggios. Okay? Pick it up the last phrase. Okay. The main thing I'm hearing through all of this is the consistency of your articulations.
Oh.
Some of them are really good da-da tongues, and then every now and then it sounds like you're getting, I don't want to say the word lazy, but lazy tongue.
Okay. Yeah.
At no point playing legato can you relax and stop thinking.
Right.
Everything has to be precisely the same.
Yeah, I can kind of
Just
hear it
like
around here because that was the problem area around here, and then a little bit in here.
going down, getting into the lower notes. Nah, it's starting getting a little slow and sloppy tonguing on the backside. So the main thing with this, consistency in your legato tonguing. Okay. For the next lesson, I want you to go ahead and begin working on number 3. Okay, and they'd say as far as this goes, at least let's go half the page.
Okay.
Okay, cool.